Right, so here's a part two, yeah. So the clutch, yeah, okay, so let me tell you, the clutch, okay, so the clutch affects how much the engine is affected by, okay, so the engine's RPM is affected by the clutch and the wheels. So the clutch is not moving by, at all. The engine's RPM will only be affected by the wheel speed. If the clutch is moving, the engine will be affected by the clutch. Now, the clutch is affected when it's on lock. The speed of the clutch is affected by the level of the throttling and the engine at the same time. They work together. It's a bit hard to explain how it's connected to the. It's a bit hard to explain how the clutch is affected by the engine's pitch as well, the speed of the engine. Now, okay, so speed of the engine equals pitch of the engine. That's why you call it RPM, because RPM is revs per mile. So basically like the speed in it. So yeah, actually, let me just research that up real quick, just so I don't confuse anyone. Revs per mile. Yeah, all right, yeah. Sorry, I don't really know what it's talking about, but nerds will understand that. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of a nerd myself, but still. But yeah, the best person to look at's video will be this London Bus 47 guy, because he actually stops the video when he actually cuts out the video when the bus has stopped fully. Some people cut out the video before the bus has even stopped, just because they want to hear the high revs. Like, bro, I want to hear the rest of the engine, bro. Like, you're spoiling the mood, bro. Like, come on, you're actually spoiling it. But anyways, let's look at this guy. This guy's OG, bro. I have lots of respect for him and his channel, man. He's came so far, man. Like, he's been doing this shit for like flipping. He's been doing this shit for, okay, this is 14 years ago. When was this last video? 2 years ago. So that's 12 years. He's been doing this shit for 12 years, bro. I have loads of respect for that. Especially with the shit us sports enthusiasts have to put up with. I have loads of respect for that. I have loads of respect for that. The people you have to encounter when you do this shit. Oh my god. But yeah. Oh, 388 using a 20 city. A city from the 20 bus route. Because you can tell, because this bit is black. It's disguising itself as an MMC when in reality it's a city. That's what the 20 cities look like. They've got this bit black. 17811. Overrated ALX things. Yeah, overrated Gemini ones as well. Don't get me wrong, I love my old bosses, but they're just too overrated, bro. Like, every boss is still good in its own way. Every boss is still good. Shush, bro. Shush. Anyways, best video. His videos are such a vibe. I like how he zooms the video in a perfect angle, man. Like, it's not too zoomed out. It's not too zoomed in. I like it, man. Like, the way he does it, no one else does it better than this guy. Okay, this one. This one I don't really like it. Like, oh, why you zooming into the seat for, like, what are you different? What are you trying? Nah, I'm joking. I don't. I like it. I still like these videos, man. Like, the way he's positioned the camera. Like, you can see stuff clearly. Like, you can see stuff going on in the bus clearly in most of these videos. What video we starting with? Okay. So if you haven't watched part one, I recommend you check it out. It's in the description of the video, or you can just watch this video. Okay, let's start with a voice thing, because voice things are easy to understand the gearbox, how it works. 248 Cranham Romford Market, operated by Stagecoach.
248.
Alright, so on 248. Okay, so right now I'm on gear one. Now, so when the clutch is locked here, the engine's pitch will only be affected by the speed of the wheels and the gears, obviously. When the clutch is unlocked, the engine's pitch will be affected by the throttling and the wheels at the same time. So if the driver's not throttling at all, the engine will fall down a bit and shit if the clutch is unlocked. But if the clutch is locked and the bus is moving, the engine speed will not fall straight back down to the idle RPM as the bus is moving and the throttle is not being pressed at all. The only way the engine will go straight back to the idle RPM is if the bus is not moving. Now, the idle RPM is the RPM the engine sits at. The engine can't go below it if the engine is switched on. The speed of the engine. Remember, speed equals pitch. Yeah, the red line RPM is the speed of the engine, aka pitch. The engine cannot go over it, no matter what you do. The engine will not go over it unless you fiddle with the stuff, which I don't recommend because you don't want your engines overheating and catching fire. That's why the red line RPM is chosen for specific RPM. Now, you can't fiddle with it in the cab anyway. You have to literally go into the bus, bro, to fiddle with all that shit, man. But yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to risk your bus catching fire. And then some companies they'll put extra neutral rev limits to stop the engines from overheating as well below the red line RPM. So it kind of makes the bus a bit boring. So when you're neutral, yeah, you can barely rev the thing. Oh my god, it's unnecessary, but actually now it's kind of necessary in a way because some drivers can abuse it. You get me, just to warm up the air pressure in the bus. Some drivers will abuse it so they don't have to waste time. But yeah, all right. So on gear one, yeah, clutch is unlocked. Gear two, clutch is locked. Gear three, oh my days, voice gearboxes are such a vibe to listen to. So, oh man, gear four. Like, look at this guy. He's patient with it. He doesn't just cut out the video when the thing when the thing just stops throttling. He doesn't just straight away cut out the video. Like he's appreciating the engine, bro. He's still got the video like where the bus is at because he actually appreciates the engine wherever it's at, if it's doing kick down or not. He actually appreciates it. That's what I respect about this guy. I'm the same. I'm the same, bro. Okay, so we downshifted into gear three just to gain a bit of power because the RPM was a bit low and the driver just started throttling again. So the gear just automatically upshift when the throttle was applied because the RPM was a bit too low. So if it would climb back up to like a RPM to gain power, it would have to downshift because doing that on the same gear would be a bit slow. Now we're back on gear four. Gear three. Gear two. Okay, now the clutch unlocked. With buses, yeah, the clutch doesn't unlock when the gear downshifts into gear one. The clutch unlocks once a certain RPM has been when a certain no no when the bus reaches a certain speed, yeah, and it goes below that speed. That's when the clutch unlocks for voice buses. Now with voice buses, it's when the bus is slowing down. It's so hard to tell when the bus is changing into gear one. Okay, so I assume we're in gear one now. Yeah, that was gear one. Now we're in gear two, and the clutch is locked again. All right, so we went into gear one for a sec, and now we're back in gear two. That's gear three. Gear four. Now, here's the thing with sound and vibration. In order to tell what gear the bus is in, you can use the pitch of the axles to remind you. Pay close attention to the pitch of the axles, depending on what gear we're on, and it'll and the pitch of the axles against the pitch of the engine will, if you pay close attention to that, on depending on what gear the bus is on, it will tell you exactly what gear the bus is on. If you know, you know. The axle's pitch is affected by the speed of the wheel. So as the bus goes faster, the axle's pitch will increase. As the bus goes slower, the axle's pitch will decrease. Okay, so we're on gear three. Okay, we're on gear four again. Now with voice buses, whenever they downshift the clutch does move a bit for a sec, and then it looks back up. So when the bus downshifts on the voice, it'll go. Mm. When it goes, that's the clutch unlocking for a sec, and then it looks back up. Mm. So then you can imagine, yeah, because the clutch when it's unlocked is affected by the throttle, yeah. If the gear's downshifting to gain back a bit of power and the driver's throttling, it'll go. That's the clutch unlocking when it goes, and then it looks when it goes. Okay, so it unlocks when it goes. When it goes, that's when it's locked. But you can get that confused sometimes for a gear change because it sounds so similar to the gears. It sounds so similar. It's hard to tell sometimes. But yeah, that's the thing with voice buses. Wait, when it goes, wait, yeah, sorry, I'm correct. Sorry, the pitch of the like sometimes it confuses you. Has the gear changed or has the clutch just unlocked? Like it's hard to tell sometimes. It's actually confusing sometimes because the clutch confuses you, man. Like on ZF buses, I used to think all ZF buses were six. They had six gears because I didn't know about clutches, so I thought, okay, when it's changing pitch like that, that's a gear. I used to think there was always that, but no. I used to think when the clutch looked on the first gear, I thought that was a gear change. I used to think that. Oh my god! And people would always correct me. And you know some ZF buses, yeah, they look when they get in, they look at some point on gear one, yeah, and then when they change into gear two, they un- the clutch unlocks again, and then it looks that confused me so much. I was like, what is that, a gear or something? What? You'll notice that mainly on B70Ls when they do kick down. ZF ones, that's so weird, bro. I don't know why they did that. Okay, so right now I'd say we're on gear four, yeah. That was gear three, gear two. Okay, the thing's upshifted. The thing's downshifted into gear one now. Gear two, gear three, gear two. So you'll notice when it goes, that small sudden drop here before it downshifts here, that's the clutch playing about when it goes. Mm. That bit when it goes, mm, mm. That's it. That's the clutch playing about. Yeah. Okay. Now that you know that, you know. Mm. Oh, the engine just sounds like that. When you're in the mood for the engine, bro, the engine just calms you down, bare man. Like it's actually nice. Like you see me, I don't need kit down. Like I don't need kit down. I'm pleased, bro, just by the sound of the engine changing pitch and all that. I'm pleased, bro. I don't need my flipping kit. Okay, so we're on gear one now. Clutch is unlocked. Okay, so we went from gear two to gear three, and we looked from the clutch looked from gear two, and we're in gear three now. I must say these bosses have done well. When all of Stagecoach's voice and Ralph just go, expect a tribute. Expect a tribute from me, bro, because they've done well over the years, bro. It's sad to see, bro. They're gonna fade away, bro. And it's such a shame because they done well with replacing the tridents that survived all of them years. And they Stagecoach got bare of them, man. Bare the tridents, bare of these environs, and they're gonna have to say goodbye soon. Like probably 2 years from now, they're gonna start saying goodbye more because some have already started getting withdrawn. And I've grown up with these lot. I've always loved them, bro. I've always preferred Voice and Ralph Rangers over ZF. That's just me. I just love the sound of Voice. Oh, nothing beats it, bro. Well, I'm glad Stagecoach also brought Voice MMCs to live on the generation of the Tridents. So I do give respect into that as well. Gear two. Wait, no, wait. Yeah, gear two. Yeah, gear two, and the clutch is locked. Yeah, gear three, clutch is locked. Gear four, gear three. Uh, gear two, clutch is unlocked. Once the bus got too slow. Okay, well, bro, when voice slowed down, yeah, you can't even tell when the things switched into gear one. Wait, no, it does that when the clutch. No, okay, I know when it's shifting back into gear one now. Okay, so what you see when the clutch unlocks, yeah, the reason you can't tell is right when the clutch unlocks, yeah, the thing's switching back into gear one. Yeah, but you can't tell because the clutch is unlocked. Because when the clutch is unlocked, yeah, and the driver's not throwing at all, the engine's pitch the engine's pitch falls straight to idle most of the time. Sorry, we've looked back in again and we're on gear two. Okay. With another thing with road buses, yeah, some people will call it neutral, some people will call it drive, some people call it reverse gear, whatever. Bro, I'm calling it gear zero, gear minus one, gear one. Yeah, sometimes because it's unrealistic. Because in the drive cab, yeah, it's unrealistic. It's unrealistic for people to say the bus is downshifting and upshifting between drive, neutral, reverse. It's unrealistic to say that because the driver's got it switched on gear, or the driver's got it switched on gear drive. I mean drive from the cab. So it's unrealistic to say, okay, the gearbox is shifted into gear 1 0. I mean, it's unrealistic to say the gears downshifting into neutral, drive, reverse. Now, okay, so with buses, yeah, when the bus is idle, yeah, or when the bus is like close to idle, when the bus is almost stopped moving, if there's no throttling like applied, the thing will automatically downshift into gear zero, which is basically known as the neutral gear to save fuel and shit like that. Or and then when the driver throttles again, the thing will automatically shift back into gear one. Now, when the thing shifts back into gear, when the thing shifts into gear zero, yeah, from gear one or -1 to zero, yeah, it'll go like the idle RPM will have a bit of a changeover. It'll go, the idle RPM will increase a bit and then decrease again. It'll go, and then if it changes back into gear one, it'll go from zero. Or if it goes from zero to -1, which is reverse gear, I know. It'll go as well. It'll do the same thing as zero to one. If it's going from -1 to zero or one to zero, it'll go etc. etc. You know the thing already. I don't even need to explain it. I don't even need to explain it, bro. Oh god. Okay, so we're in gear one now. Clutch is locked. We're on gear two. Gear three. Clutch is locked. Gear two. Clutch is locked, and then it unlocked right about there some point. Okay, some buses when the harder the braking is applied, the lower RPMs the gears will downshift them. And then if the braking is pressed lightly, it'll go. And then if it's pressed harshly, it'll go. Like the downshift RPMs will be a lot lower. I think it's done for safety reasons like that. I don't know why it's like that. But it's cool. It adds character, so I respect it. I like that smooth transition, bro. People should go back to using Windows Movie Maker. That's what the editor he uses is called. I like it, bro. I like how he edits his videos. It's so nice, man.
248
Gear two, clutch is locked.
to Romford Market.
Clutch unlocked right about there. Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. I say this I think I said this in this video, but when the bus is moving, if it's about to stop, the idle RPM, the RPM will go below the idle RPM before the bus fully stops, and it'll go right back up to the idle RPM. Now, for any engineers, please tell me why it does that, but it goes. Like I don't know why it goes under the idle RPM for a sec, and it'll go right back up to it. Like why does it do that when the bus is moving? It doesn't do that when the bus is on neutral. I mean, sometimes actually it could do that. Like when you just do a small like throttle and the bus is on neutral, sometimes it go. Like sometimes it can go like that. And then so that was it going from zero to one in gears. Okay, sorry, I forgot to say, but it's in gear two, clutch is locked.
5
Gear three, clutch is locked. Voice buses, the way they sing along the gears, bro. Like it's so like you understand it like straight away. Like you understand what the thing singing, bro. Like it's going. Like bro, it's so like I love voice bosses, man. The gearbox is so easy to understand and read. Like it's so simple, bro. Like I like it, man. It's got character to it.